And the title of her speech is I got it and then I didn't get it. You're going to give us the title.
I'll jump right into it. Okay. So today I will be sharing 3 things to elevate the relationships in your life. Elevate, elevation, elevate. Think of that song by Drake, Elevate. Anyway, before I get into today's topic, my goal today is to leave you feeling uplifted, to feel you feeling charged, to let you leave feeling uplifted and elevated. With that being said, do you know what's the highest point in the world? Like, what's the highest peak? Does anyone know? If so, raise your hand, write it down in the chat. Anyone know what it is? Anyone? I'm just curious. Okay, I didn't know either. I had to Google it. Mount Everest. Mount Everest is the highest point above sea level. And that's actually my word for the year, elevate. And before I get into my 3 tips that's going to help you elevate the relationships in your life, I want to share with you one quick tip from a book that I read last year. It's amazing. It's called The 4 Agreements. If you have not read it, it is phenomenal. It is a game changer. I'm only going to read one of the agreements. This month, I'm doing 1 agreement each week and just really plowing it into my life. And it's wonderful. So the first agreement is be impeccable with your word. Speak with integrity. Say only what you mean. Avoid using the word to speak against yourself or to gossip about others. Use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love. I love that. With that being said, I'm going to jump right into my topic. And one of the main reasons why I want to do this is because I want us all to accomplish the feeling, the love of having great relationships, because everything starts with relationships in life, right? So the one thing that I want to share with you in regards to uplifting your relationships is speaking what's bothering you right away. What I found happens when someone has a situation going on is to hold it bottled in. If you hear something or say something that bothers you, let the person know right away. I can guarantee you most of the time, they don't even realize what they said or what they did offended you. I cannot share with you how many times I have done this. And recently it happened to me. And I tend to be all over the place. I'm here. I'm doing so many things. And has anyone here ever sent a text message to someone that they didn't mean to? Like they sent it to the wrong person? Has anyone ever done that? I do it all the time. But this time I did it. And I was solely doing it to support and help the individual, but I sent it to the person. And later on in the day, I said, how's your day going? And she's like, well, I'm still feeling bummed about the text message. And I said, what are you talking about? And she said, what you said earlier. I still had no idea what she was talking about. And then she sent a screenshot and I was like, oh my God, I was not supposed to send that to her, but it was the truth, and I'm that person. What I'm going to say in front of you, I'm going to say behind your back. And I said, well, I wanted to support you. I explained why I did it and everything was fine. And I said to her, why didn't you tell me right away when this happened? And she said, I did, Tina. I sent you a text message. But again, if I get like a book of messages, so I did apologize. The point is, if somebody says something to you or you hear something, confront them right away, because it's just not good feelings. We got over those feelings and it was good to go. So that's my first tip to elevate your relationships in life. And let me tell you, we're so much closer now that we had that little feeling, because if you love someone and you truly care about the relationship, you have to feel those feels. You have to go through the hard times, okay? So tip number 2, schedule events, schedule parties, schedule something. I truly believe in quality time over quantity time. And I think because I have a lot of things going on, it's all about what you're doing when you're with that person. I hear people say all the time, well, we don't spend enough time together. I don't want to hear it, okay? Because when you're with me, my goal is to give you all of my energy, all of my love. Phones go down. Okay, I wasn't like this years ago. I must be honest. I was like this, thinking I could do everything. And I was proud of it. I remember one time I did a video in the car. I was doing my makeup, driving with my feet, eating my food. I was like, yeah, I can do all this. First of all, that's not safe. And you're not giving it your all. Some people like to brag about how many things they can do at once. No, put it down, focus on one thing. You know why? Because when you focus, on your future, you know where you're going, right? To the top. You're going straight to the top when you focus on one thing. So it's super important to schedule events with your family. Recently, I got to see my daughter. I didn't get to see her. She lives in California. By the way, let me know when the next meeting is because I plan on coming to see you guys. My daughter lives in California. I'm in North Carolina. I didn't see her for Thanksgiving. I didn't see her for Christmas. I didn't see her for New Year's Eve. So I was like bummed a little bit. But January 1st, we were together. What do you think we did? So many events. We went to the trampoline place with my niece. Yes, she busted up her lip. We went horseback riding the next day. Yes, the horse threw her off. But these were experiences. They were memories. So those loved ones that crave your attention, that crave your time, make it quality time. And you don't have to spend money either. Sit down, cook some food, do some drawings. I don't care. That's the second tip. Tip number 3, schedule meetings. Oh my gosh, in business, in work, talk, communicate with people on a regular basis because you don't know what you don't know. And I believe in this thing right here. I believe half of what I see and none of what I hear. Because people say, well, I heard such and such. I don't want to hear it. Okay, who said it? Explain to me and let me hear it. So important. Great example to tell you guys I was working with a group of women and we had an event scheduled. And I like to schedule meetings. I like to make sure everything is organized. And this one particular lady was late for everything. I mean, every meeting, everything late. And I'm just like, mind you, she's a professional, very organized. So we had this particular event. It was a vision board event. And I love vision boards events. I do them every quarter. And she was late. And after the event, I didn't say anything, but everyone in the group could feel my tension. Let's just say I don't have a good poker face. Like you can feel, like my feelings are right here. I had a conversation with her and I said, if you really disrespect me when you don't come on time, when you show up late, when you're not prepared. And she said, girl, let me tell you, that is just me. She says, my mother tells me all the time, you're late, you're late, you're late. She says, Tina, it has nothing to do with you at all. It's just who I am. And sometimes we have to take people for who they am and accept it and keep moving forward. When she told me this, I was like, it's okay. She's not disrespecting me. So to elevate your relationships, it's important to do those 3 things in a big recap. 1, speak right away when something bothers you. 2, schedule quality time with them. And 3, schedule meetings very, very often. All righty, I am Stars Tina. I hope something I said today elevated you, made you think about your future. And that's all I have to say today. Bye.
All right. Well, thank you for that inspiring talk. If we're not